Bienvenue à tous sur Afrique 24. Nous recevons dans cette édition de Décryptage le directeur général et cofondateur de Hubtel. Hubtel, une société basée au Ghana, spécialisée dans les solutions de paiement inclusif et qui révolutionne le marché des fintechs en Afrique. En 18 ans d'existence, la société compte parmi les meilleures en Afrique en termes d'innovation des paiements, avec une valeur des transactions de près de 55 millions de dollars par an. Monsieur Ernest Apenteng, soyez le bienvenu sur Afrique 24. Vous avez récemment accueilli les acteurs des systèmes de paiement sur le continent afin qu'ils apprennent de vos innovations en la matière, mais aussi de votre parcours. Est-ce quelque chose que vous imaginiez dès le départ à la création de Hubtel?
So, from experience, and of course, this has not been the first interaction we have had with Gibbs and of course the regulators as well. We have quite a number of them, but it's always a learning expedition. They normally would bring people within our space and of course other players in the African continents to learn from the experience of our players in Ghana and how they are leveraging on, of course, GIBS as an institution and as a regulator of, a wing of Bank of Ghana, and how they're interacting with local entities providing payment and facilitating the settlement of course, payment for financial inclusion. So occasionally we get such visits to share learnings, and of course to interact and see how best we can of course leverage our relationship as a people, and if we want to extend our boundaries beyond our region, we can of course leverage on that network as well. So it's all on a learning curve.
Hubtel est connu aujourd'hui comme une société modèle et prospère. Comment avez-vous réussi à bâtir une telle entreprise?
So it's interesting. Hubtel originally, myself and Alex, my partner, happened to be, roommates throughout the university. So we've been toying with the idea of starting business after school. Why would we want to join the wagon of students wanting to find employment, just to change their status quo? So we chanced on an opportunity. Around that time, messaging was a new thing. Mobile telephony is now starting, and rather than we saw the need and how other countries, of course, were using messaging to transform their way of interacting, businesses interacting with the audience. So we felt we could replicate same, and lo and behold, it was a hit. Right after school, we started. Most of our mates literally would even create fun of us and say, rather than going to find work, you're here trying to do the unthinkable. But today, they look at us, and I think we are the ones having the good laugh, because it had blossomed beyond our expectation, and we have become a global brand, if I should put it. Yes, it's a very good story. To be told, yes.
Quelle appréciation faites-vous de la croissance de votre entreprise et à combien se chiffre la valeur des transactions annuelles de Hubtel?
I would say quite substantial. Quite substantial. Today we are doing run rate revenue, transaction volume of 160 billion. 130 billion. With a transaction of annual transaction of over 600 million. This is CD equivalent of USD. Definitely, the rates keep on changing, so you definitely would. But I would say it's been a good journey.
Le Ghana se démarque depuis quelques années des autres pays africains en termes de promotion de l'inclusion financière par des innovations dans ce domaine. Qu'est-ce qui fait, selon vous, ce succès si rapide?
So it's a mix. You have a government which gives a very thriving, a very conducive environment for businesses to thrive. You have a people who are very accepting of new technology, and of course trying new, embracing new things. We have had a business environment which is also very forward, looking in terms of acceptance of innovations, in terms of trying new things, competing with the likes of, their compatriots in the developed countries. So it sets a platform for businesses that want to innovate to do so in an environment that gives them the opportunity to explore their capabilities beyond themselves. And so far, a very good business environment that is embracing.
L'on parle beaucoup de l'inclusion financière promue par la modernisation des systèmes de paiement sur le continent. Quel serait son impact positif sur l'économie de l'Afrique?
Definitely. We're in a continent where we're largely, we're money-based. Let me just say, we're heavy on money. And of course, because of the lack of connectivity and a lot of these amenities that tend to see us blossom exponentially. These are the times that we definitely can embrace, and of course, this time is, it's a better time for all of us to ensure that at least we can walk all our people together with, towards the change, and especially if we really look at developing. That is the only way we definitely can formalize our informal economies to ensure that our people are not left behind. So this is the opportune time, I would say.
Votre société opère déjà dans 2 pays africains, le Ghana et le Kenya. Avez-vous des projets d'extension dans d'autres pays?
Yes, we're in Kenya, but currently not active because we have had to claw back. The whole idea of clawing back is to ensure that we consolidate in our home country before we get out. Because of course, if you really want to harness opportunities in other outside your boundaries, you should make sure at least you satisfy the opportunities, or you take advantage of the opportunities inward before you can definitely leverage on them. And that is what we're resorting to do. But that approach is paying off. And today I can confidently indicate we have 10 other operating offices outside Accra. And it's given us some learning curves, which pretty much we can leverage these learnings in other countries that we definitely would see ourselves. So don't be too surprised if you should see us in a number of the other African countries, because we've really harnessed a lot of learnings by virtue of the approach to ensure that we consolidate locally before we go out again.
Pensez-vous que l'Afrique constitue un marché palpable pour les innovateurs en matière d'inclusion financière?
Absolutely. Africa in itself gives a lot of opportunities. Largely, Africa is mobile first. I always tell my team the most important thing is how you harness that opportunity, and we have picked a lot of learnings with this new drive of Africans trying to uptake technologies and of course leverage on the new African trying to be digitally ready. It is an opportunity, and it is time for us to leverage and of course take opportunities from all the other African countries.
Monsieur Ernest Apenteng, merci d'avoir été l'invité d'Africa 24.